Happy Sunday. I am just getting my threads all set up, and I'll be ready to start. I'm on time today, although I was panicking for about a hot minute. It is currently pouring down rain. Cat Dad and I, hey Beth, went to his cousin's house last night. And we picked up pizza, which was amazing, but we didn't get home until like 12:30, so after midnight, which not a huge deal because we usually generally don't go. Hey Molly, hey Nicole. We generally don't go to bed before midnight anyway, but we're usually in bed. I guess we don't go to sleep, but we're in bed. So we were up later. So this morning we didn't get up until about 10, I guess. And of course, it's hair wash day, even though it's raining. So, still had to, I didn't want to, but I did it. Come on. There we go. Got one of them. Come on, little thread. There we go. Hey, Brenda. So, yeah. Slept in a little bit, and then I'm going to slide you back so you're not like all up close and personal. There we go. I had rearranged yesterday for my class, and I probably did not put this back in exactly the same spot, which is fine. It gave me a chance to like wipe everything down and clean up a little bit. But yeah, messing. My class was awesome. They were happy, so that was good. Susan posted a picture of her shirt that she made in the group. And then I still need to put mine on a shirt, but I was thinking I might make something to put it on as opposed to just putting it on a t-shirt. Let's see. There we go. Almost hung. Yes. Why? Let's see. My green one over here is hanging on for dear life. I hung on. Okay. The July class is still open. It will be open until, let's see. I wonder if I have my calendar on here. Calendar. Hey, Kathy. So July. Okay. So the July class is on Friday morning, the 25th. So yeah, the July class will be open until Friday the 11th. That way I'll have time to ship any kits before I leave to go to Ohio. So now let's see if this is going to pull now. Yes. Thank goodness. I don't know what it decided to hang on, but it was not cooperating. Hey, Brittany. So, yeah, we've had a pretty relaxing morning. I got my pattern cut. I got the cabin straightened up. Got my table cleaned back off, even after I cut my pattern. I even had enough time to, I actually did it before I started cutting my pattern, swept up. There's a lot of dirt and stuff floating around for some reason. The cabin voids have been coming in and out a lot here lately. Moosey was sick a couple weeks ago, so I let him and Porter stay out here a couple nights, and now they think the cabin is theirs. And they want to be in here all the time. Cabin cats, yeah. They think they are definitely cabin cats. Okay. That is done. Yay. All right. I may have to move this one more time. I'm so sorry. That way we're not like, you know, getting up close and personal with my face. And you can see what I'm doing. And I did not bring my pattern over. I left it. All right. So today's sew is going to be the Women's Traditions top and dress. And it has this embellished back with the lace or trim or whatever. And I am actually recreating the cover photo for 4th of July. I bought this fabric just to make this dress, and this pattern came out in 2019, and I've had it since it came out, and I've had the fabric just as long, and I am just now making it. And I'm really happy to be making it. Let's see. And that is why I have a printed copy of the pattern, because I used to print all my patterns off. And then I even have this white lace trim that I'm going to use. for the back. So I don't know where I got this. Hobby Lobby, apparently. But it's this. But it's really pretty. So there's 3 yards on here. So it'll be good. Hey, Shay Shay. So if you were here with me last Sunday, you might recall that I said something about Sean from Go Savvy Designs has her own channel, and she does Sunday Fun Day, and it's every Sunday at 6 p.m. I guess Central. It's 6 p.m. for me. Oh, yay! I'm so happy. But hers is always at 6 p.m. So from now on, I will probably do all of my Sundays at 2 or 3. If the girls are here, I can do 3. But if the girls aren't here, I can't do 3. It doesn't give me enough time to do anything before I have to leave to go get them. So, just a little trying to be courteous and respectful of my fellow YouTubers. I wouldn't have done it last Sunday, but I completely forgot about it until after I was already live. So, okay, so these are my armbands and my neck bands. So I have 1 stars and 1 stripes set of pockets, so those are mirrored. I have 2 armbands, 1 neck band, and then I have the back pieces. There's 1 each, and oh my gosh, I just realized that I bet I cut 2 of the same halves, because I don't think I mirrored my pieces. And I was just talking about how, yep, I did not mirror them. I try, especially now that I have it etched in my brain. Besides, Sean will probably pop in. She's usually here on my channel, and she sent all of her channel people and her group people over to my Whatnot Live. So if somebody's going to support me, I'm going to support them back. Okay, I'm going to have to go cut another piece of stripes. Beth, I can send you this piece and my scraps, and you can make one to match. Hey, Rhea. And it all of a sudden got hot in here. Okay. I shall return. I won't be able to see the comments. Somebody tell a joke. I can still talk to you. So let me get this laid out real quick. And I'm making the maxi version. So there's a top, a tunic, a crop top, a tunic, and what else? A crop top, a tunic, a dress, and a maxi. So I'm making the maxi. And I don't even know what I was saying. Okay. So I know I cut it right side up last time, so I need to cut it face down this time so that it goes the right direction. Oof. Let's see. I thought I had quite a bit of, I think I had a 2-yard cut of the red and white stripes. And then I had, must have been a 3-yard cut of the stars, because there's more of it left than I was expecting to have. So I was thinking if mine came out really well, I would make M a matching one. But obviously she's not as big as I am. So Beth isn't either, but she's closer in my size than M. Okay. This pattern piece for the maxi size is huge, so that's one of the reasons why I had my table cleaned off, because I had to be able to have room to lay it all out. It has rained off and on, not like normal rain either, like thunderstorms, strong winds, heavy rain for 3 days now. It's been a little wild. And it seems like every time Cat Dad goes outside, it starts raining. But luckily enough, he hasn't gotten drenched the last couple of times, so that's good. Usually he goes outside, and as soon as he goes out, it starts raining. I moved my fabric. No, no, no. There we go. Can't be having that. I probably did not lay this out on my table the most economically, but I got it done. And now my table is no longer cleaned off. But I have my piece. Okay. I'm back. Let's see. I probably can, let me see if I pop this out, pop out chat, and then I can go over here to my subscriptions and I can find her channel. And where is the share channel button? Copy, and then where'd my chat window go? There it is. Paste. Oh, that's not going to help anybody, is it? Share channel. Copy. Let's try this. There we go. Okay. And then now I can go back to me. Yes, Beth, we can absolutely wear our dresses together in Ohio. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna have to figure out something else because now I have my new thread and I don't have room to put it all. Rain Man. Let's see. Okay. Drawstring to buy for a hoodie. So for like a sweatshirt hoodie, I think you could get away with 1 yard. If you are making pants that like lounge pants that have a drawstring, I would say it probably needs to be a little bit more. I figure more people are going to use it for hoodie cords than they are pants. I don't know how well. Like it would just be a decorative feature on pants. It wouldn't like cinch them in, I don't think. At least not comfortably, in my opinion. So, first thing I'm gonna do is take my 2 back pieces. So I have my stripes and my fabric base for hoodies. Probably French terry or yeah, probably French terry, but they also make a sweatshirt material. Garbage clip. Okay. Yeah, I like a good maxi. So, and I wear a lot of dresses in the summer, and I thought, 4th of July is next weekend, as well as we are going on our cruise at the end of July. So I thought this would be kind of fun to have for the cruise. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't decided. I have so many things I want to make. Hey, Sean. Yeah, ask all your questions because I don't mind giving anybody an answer if I have the information. Oh, hey, Miss Linda. You are so welcome. Thank you for purchasing. I'm glad everybody is getting their packages. Also, if anybody was overcharged for their shipping, please let me know and I will open a ticket. I did that for someone else and was able to get them a refund. And I know a couple of you from my quilt cotton D-stash were overcharged. I can't wait to see what y'all make. As I de-stash, and I thought I was done, but I still have one whole tote of stuff that didn't go. So I was thinking about doing one more round of de-stash, but it won't be anything I haven't already shown. And now my nose has decided to run. I don't know why I'm spending all this time clipping this. I normally don't. Normally I just line up the top and the bottom and give it a rip down the serger. Also, I'm wearing my Marie from last Sunday. I wore my dress this week too. Actually, I wore it Friday. We went to dinner with Cat Dad's cousin, the same cousin. We went over to their house last night. They whatnot sent a refund. My bank processed no. No, Molly. Him and his cousin grew up together, like brothers. So, and they're pretty close in age. So we go hang out with them. I say that they're I don't know. Maybe not. Hey, Chrissy. I hate that you're having so many issues, Molly. It can be frustrating for sure. So I did get thread in to make Chloe's swimsuit or swimsuits. So maybe that'll be next Sunday. I have some more stuff I want to cut out, like I said, for our cruise. So maybe I'll do like a random, like not Sunday batch sew. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll do like see, the girls will be here next Sunday, so I won't have to leave. So maybe I'll do something next. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Yeah. I hope everyone else had an enjoyable weekend. We did. It was kind of nice. I finished 2 custom orders this week. I worked on my June recap video. I'm debating on opening a swim pre-order because I got my swim samples in and they're amazing. And I was like, well, nobody really wants swim. But then I got to thinking about it. The base that swim fabric is, at least for this one, is very similar to this material as well as the dress that I made, the blue dress last Sunday. So some of the prints would make really awesome dresses like this one. So I'm thinking about maybe doing it anyway. I don't know. Maybe I'll post in my Facebook group a poll, see how many people would be interested. Because some of the prints were really nice, and like I want to make a dress with them instead of a swimsuit. And they sent me like sample cards that are amazing. They have so many good ones. Okay, so next step is going to be to put our lace down. Okay, so I wonder how I'm going to, let's see, I think I'll start with the top. And maybe I can lay this over here and slide that over there. And somewhere I have a glue stick if it still works. I don't know. We're going to find out. It might be dried up. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. It's not dried up. It's empty. Okay. Let's see. I think I have another one over here. Hold on. Let me go look. If I don't, I guess I'll wing it. Em was over here digging, so she might have snatched it from me. I had like a whole package of them. And I think she took them. Oh, I found one. Yay. Okay. So these right here, the Elmers, they're washable and it dries clear, but once you wash it, it'll go away anyway. So this is going to be super cute. I'm excited to finally make this. Ooh. Brenda, what are you working on today? I know you normally sew well. And Kathy, are you making something? Or is anybody else working on anything? You purchased sticks yesterday for applique. Yes, they are great for applique. Hey, Wendy. Um, and Ellie and Mac. I like Ellie and Mac patterns. Kathy's working on her second Rosie. Exciting. Pattern Emporium. I've not made any. We're going to try to make this in a top when you're done. Ooh, first Triskel. Hey, Aslan. Cat Dad is outside working on a water system for the chicken coop. I really hope this stays. Yes. So this is it's a PDF, not paper. You have to print it and put it together. But it's CKC patterns. I put the link in the description. And when my kids were little, I used to make a bunch of their patterns. So I have a bunch that I have never made, so I'm trying to work through them. First, Erica Bowler. Oh, that's funny, Aslan. So I am slowly working through all of the clothing patterns that I have purchased, since we met, however many years ago that was. The Celeste, that's the East-West bag, right? Shay, a lot of the patterns that I use also have projector. I don't know if you're a projector person. They have projector files. I don't know if this one does, but a lot of them do. I know Patterns for Pirates does on most of their patterns. Nicole inspired you. You're just okay. So yeah, I use paper patterns for almost. Well, I use paper patterns for all of my clothing, and then most of my bag making, I use paper patterns as well. I guess I'll hold this up when I get done to make sure I put it on straight. It probably would have been easier if I had went to my cutting table and laid it out all flat at one time, but I like to give myself a challenge. If anybody's interested in testing, Nikki from Hollow Bag Creations posted a tester call last night, so you could sign up. I think she's taken 5 new people on her testing team. I have a couple of her patterns and I really like them. She has another one that I want to do. Maybe I'll do that after I finish this last custom. Come over when you come to Ohio. I will. Oh, Brenda. Okay. It looks like it would be faster, and I feel like I wouldn't have as much trouble laying everything out on my cutting table. Because but I also, should stop using my cutting table as storage and, use it as a cutting table. So there's that. Okay, what did I do with my scissors? You wish you had a place for a projector? Yeah. And you know what's even funnier is I think Cat Dad has a projector, so it would be easy for me to get him to mount it to my ceiling, and then it could just be at my cutting table all the time. Okay, so there was 3 yards on there, and I have, I don't know, probably a yard left. So it probably took 2 yards to do. So this might be exactly enough to do one for M. That'll be nice. Kathy's had her projector and can't make it work. Okay, so I'm going to stand up and make sure I got this straight. We'll see how well I did. It looks pretty decent, actually. Where's my ruler? I think I'm going with it. Y'all tell me. I don't know how much of it you can see. I think it looks good. I'm going with it. Hey, Janice. Software pattern projector came out. It's super easy. Okay. Stuff I've cut out before, I can usually cut out pretty quickly. Like, but yeah, several bag designers have started. Okay. Yes, I know there is a Facebook group for sewing with projectors. It gets recommended in the Patterns for Pirates. So, Shay Shay, this one is a serger, and this one is a cover stitch. And after I stitch this on here, I will show you the difference in the stitches. Actually, I probably have a scrap over here that I've sewn on. Well, that one has a serged edge. Oh, okay, I have this t-shirt I can show you. So the serger will overlock on the edge, and then and it trims the fabric. The cover stitch is what you use for your finishing stitches. At least that's what I use it for. And on the front side, you'll get 2 straight lines like you were using a needle or a twin needle, double needle. But on the back side, it does an overlock as well. So that when you pull, it allows those stitches to stretch so that you don't pop your stitches. I think I'm going to do a Sunday sew one day. I don't know when, probably after the cruise maybe. And I'm going to use Emily's purple sewing machine because we were having this conversation about using domestics or having a serger. If you're going to make a lot of clothing, having a serger is amazing, but it's not required. And a lot of people have a domestic that has more than just a straight stitch option. But you can also get a fairly inexpensive domestic machine that has multiple stitch options. So it does not have to be a serger. The serger's just faster. But I thought it would be nice for me to do a video using M's machine. Maybe I'll let her do it with me. Do it, Janice. I promise it's not as hard as it seems. Oh yeah, there's always more advanced things, especially when you get into things like, formal wear and that kind of thing. But like this pattern, this one that I did last Sunday, they're relatively straightforward. They have very few pieces, and you get to make something that will fit your body. Oh, working on Thea's room. Cat Dad cleaned Emily's room on Friday. Oh, Molly, that sounds fun. I need to track my wizardry thread because I thought it was supposed to be here yesterday and it didn't come. You forgot to buy thread. The serger thread is still, or it was still on sale for $6 a spool. I guess I could look. There was a 10% off weekend sale when we were talking about it. In addition to it being on sale for $6. Yeah, it's still on sale for $6. All your packages are now coming tomorrow. Yay! Okay. Yeah, I meant to buy wizardry thread when Brenda told me that it was on sale for $6, and then somebody said, "Oh yeah, there's a discount for 10% off," but it was just for that. It was ending that night, and I went in the house and forgot all about it, and I remembered it the next morning. But the thread itself is still on sale for $6. Somebody mentioned that she might be discontinuing her serger thread. Yeah. Okay, so I did one side of my lace, so I'm going to flip it around and I'm going to do the other side. Come on, quit creepy crawling. There. Oh, okay, there was a Facebook post about it. I need to post more in her group because I use her thread almost every time I sew something on the industrial. I think she's discontinuing her serger thread. And hers is really nice, and it's the bigger spools. So I think I showed them when we were talking about it before. Her spools are 6,100 meters. And then this Maxi Lock is 2,742 meters. So, and these are like $3 a spool, and these are $6. Oh no, Beth. I don't know what Cat Dad's doing outside, but he sure is making a lot of noise. Ooh, Janice ordered fairy floss. Yes. I have the neons, and then I have the fairy floss, and then I ordered Groovy and something else. I don't remember what. Villainous. You need 2. I got 4. Oh, yes, Molly. And if you sign up for her text alerts, more than likely tomorrow her bundles will be bundles and pre-cuts are 40% off today. Discounts automatic. You don't need a code or anything, but more than likely to tomorrow, or do we have 31 days or 30? They'll be 50% off. Yeah, we have 30. Hey, Melissa. I totally cut my threads wrong when I did that. You also run the risk, though, if you wait, that it might not be there tomorrow. Just a warning. I just spent all this time destashing, and I bought a bundle last night. Guilty. It was one I really, really wanted. The other one I really wanted was sold out. If it's your first time buying from them, you can also get, I think it's a 10% discount when you sign up for text alerts. It might be 15. I don't even know anymore. It pops up every time I go to her page, but I'm already signed up, so. Melissa. So we were talking about Wizardry thread being on sale because we believe that Brenda said she thought there was a Facebook post about her discontinuing her serger threads. So they're on sale for $6 a spool, which is an amazing deal. The discount doesn't stack. But Amanda's bundles, which is where I buy most of my knit fabrics, is having a bundle sale on bundles and pre-cuts, and they're 40% off. So if you are looking to get some knit fabrics, today or tomorrow would be a great day to do that. Trying to tie off my threads here. So when my girls were babies, Purex made a baby laundry detergent similar to the Dreft, but I am not a fan of the way the Dreft smells. It smells kind of like baby powder to me. But the Purex one, it came in a white bottle, and I could usually get it at Walmart, and it smells like lavender, but, or at least that's what it makes me think of. So when my girls were little, that is what I used when they were babies. But I used to wash all of my knit fabrics in it when they came in, and they still smell that way. And it reminds me of when the girls were babies. It's amazing how smells can trigger a memory. And I would buy it today to wash all of my knits in just to give me that smell. And they don't make it anymore. Okay. So you can't even really see. I use white thread, but it's 2 lines of stitching right on the edge and then on the back. So it'll hold it down. Yeah, so we're ready to move on. Okay, got my front. It's raining again. Hey, Nikki. Boo. You still use Dreft for your clothes? I would use the baby detergent for my clothes if they still had it, but I don't like the way Dreft smells. But I did like the Purex baby. But it's been 8 years since I had a baby. A baby. So it's kind of funny how it triggers that memory. I recognize the smell immediately. Speaking of smells and memories, when Cat Dad and I were putting up corn, the smell of fresh corn always reminds me of sitting on the back porch with my mom and my grandmother putting up corn when I was little. Oh, excuse me. It's so funny because the microphone's right here, so if I sneeze, I'm sneezing right on top of it. That's probably not a good sound bite. You love it. Yeah, Nicole. I love the smell of clean laundry anyway. I love the smell of almond extract too. And I like to eat things that have almond extract in it. I have a recipe for almond poppy seed bread. Oh, so good. I don't make it because Cat Dad's like, I'll eat the whole thing. Don't do that to me. We had pizza for dinner last night, but he had wings and a salad. And I told him when you're getting ready to leave, I said, "You gonna stop and get me Taco Bell on the way home?" Oh, yes, Nikki, almond extract. Ugh, I used to buy a shampoo and a conditioner that had the smell of almond extract, and they quit making that too. They probably still have one. I just don't know what it is. But I like almond in my coffee, almond bread, almond flavored ice cream. Not the actual nuts, but like almond extract. Almond. I mean, I'll eat almonds, but Almond smells odd to you. I mean, it's different, but I love it. Okay. You're growing lavender. Oh, yes. Kathy, that would be amazing. You're growing. I should have planted lavender. I got a bubble in my... Hazelnut is your... Oh, I like hazelnut too. Hazelnut's very strong though. It's funny, I can remember being a little kid and I wouldn't touch anything that had nuts in it. Like, I eat nuts, but I would not, like, if it was peanut M&Ms or like banana nut bread or anything like that, I wasn't eating it. And now as an adult, I prefer, like a Hershey bar. I was always plain. Now I prefer the ones with nuts, like so Hershey's with almonds, peanut M&Ms. Love banana nut bread. Bueno bars are the best candy. Ooh, I like a Bueno too. I think my favorite candy bar is either a Payday or a Zero. I love a good... Paydays are pretty good too, yeah. I'm also team candy corn. And if you mix candy corns and peanuts together, it tastes like a Payday. It's about time for some candy corn. My stash has run out. Candy corn is the best. I love candy corn. I eat a lot of candy corn when it's available. And they are like wax. But I don't eat the pumpkins. I only eat candy corns. Emily likes the pumpkins. Her favorite is the pumpkins. Can't do the texture. but I do not eat black licorice. No black jelly beans, no black Twizzlers. Whatever those candy coated things are that taste like black licorice, don't eat those. You like it all? Pumpkins, corn, bats. Oh, I've never seen bats. Oh, anise. Yes, or nice anise. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Can't do it. But I will devour a strawberry Twizzler. Cherry is okay. Strawberry is my favorite. Cinnamon, though. I like the cinnamon ones. They have, I think it's called Wally's. I get it at the Dollar Tree, and they have a bunch of different flavors of licorice, but they're thicker than Nikki. They're like big chunks as opposed to Twizzlers, but it's a type of licorice. But they have like green apple and watermelon and berry and all this stuff. They're really good. Cherry is probably my least favorite. M was like, why you gotta buy the strawberry Pop-Tarts? I said, well, I bought them for me. Why? She was like, I like the chocolate ones. And I'm like, well, I bought them for me, and I like the strawberry ones. You like molasses? See, I don't eat syrup either. I'm not a fan of maple. So when I eat pancakes and waffles and stuff, I do not put syrup on it unless it's like blueberry syrup or some kind of fruit syrup. Cherry tastes like cough syrup. Yes, Aslan, it does. I think it's that artificial cherry flavor is what it is. Syrup is just too sweet. You love maple syrup. You make blueberry. Yes, I'm a fan of all the fruit syrups. Blueberry, blackberry, strawberry. We have a apple cinnamon one in the pantry right now. Okay. New poll. What is something that you keep in the refrigerator that you know does not have to be refrigerated? Like ketchup. Tortillas. You keep them in the fridge, Nikki? What's something that you keep in the refrigerator that doesn't have to be refrigerated? If they are fresh and you have not washed them, technically they do not have to be refrigerated. You have a tortilla shelf. So we keep our ketchup in the refrigerator, but technically it does not have to be refrigerated. Ugh. Yeah, I refrigerate my eggs. I do not refrigerate my peanut butter. You put ketchup in the fridge too. Yeah. So Cat Dad's son puts honey in the refrigerator. I keep our honey in the pantry. Yeah. Do not refrigerate honey. Yeah. It's hard in the fridge. Yeah. It makes it it does make it crystallize. Your honey is by the stove. Yeah, we had this debate last night because we had pizza, right? So we ordered from Domino's and there was pizza left over, and I ordered extra. Obviously, pizza is one of my favorites, pizza and Taco Bell. And yeah, Aslan has bees. Shay, get that honey at Aldi. Gimme. Yeah. Unless you know somebody that has a honey farm. Or honey farm. Oh my gosh. A bee farm. What is wrong with me? Or Costco. They have bees, yeah. Buy it from the local markets. Yeah. I get the hot honey from Aldi for Cat Dad. He puts it on his peanut butter. And last night, so we got pizza. I ordered it and I got extra because pizza's my fave. And after after a little while, we're sitting outside talking, and Cheryl, which is Shane's cousin's wife, she comes outside and she's like, "Should we put the pizza in the fridge? It's been out a little while." And I bust out laughing. And Cat Dad had went up the street to take his uncle home. And I said, when he gets back, you ask him about the pizza. I said, because I can't wait to hear this answer. And I tell him, like, we have this debate all the time. I will leave a box of pizza sitting on the stove all night and get up and eat it for breakfast. But after an hour, he's like, you got to put the pizza in the refrigerator. And I'm like, no, you don't. So. Uh-oh. On the Instax. They have one in Houston. Okay. Make a batch of pizza dough and put it in the freezer. Sim. Honey. Oh, Aslan, yes. Batch of bacon. Two hours room temp or garbage here. See, yeah. Cat Dad's like, it needs to go in the fridge, and I'm like, it's fine. Now, to be fair, I don't do that with everything, just pizza. So anyway, it was funny. So when he come back, she asked him, and he was like, it needs to go in the fridge. You put leftover. So like we were taking the leftover pizza home with us last night, so I would have left it out until like we got home, and then I would have put it in the fridge when we got home, and I would eat it like today and stuff. But yeah. But if we have large quantities of leftover pizza from now on, I'll have to remember to put it in the freezer. I buy the take and bake pizzas from Aldi, and when I get them home, I'll open them up and I will cut them into slices and then freeze them, and then that way I can just have like a couple slices at a time and not have to cook the whole pizza. It's also been a couple weeks since I went grocery shopping, and I told Cat Dad this morning, I was like, we may need to go to Aldi after we pick up M today, or if you don't want to go, me and her can go. I was like, but I'm also tempted to see how long we can go without going to the store, because it forces you to use things. Like, how long can we get by? I'm like, I know, but we're almost out of milk, and Emily doesn't have school anymore. So, yeah, the Aldi pizzas are really good. So, when Em was doing her summer camp, they had breakfast at school. So, she didn't eat breakfast here. She was eating breakfast at school. But she'll want to eat cereal for breakfast now that the summer program is over. So, I probably have to at least go get milk. You never buy pizza. You're very opinionated on topic. Okay, Beth, what do you put on your pizza? You don't like onions? Okay. Putting a neckband on. I love it when Cat Dad makes homemade pizza. Pickles. My favorite pizza is pepperoni, mushrooms, and pineapple. No to mushrooms and pineapple. Yeah. At least Cat Dad and I can agree on that one. We both eat mushrooms and pineapple on our pizza. Yeah, I can't do jalapenos. They're too hot for me. I don't do spicy. You will put mushrooms on everything. Yeah, I got a quesadilla the other night at dinner when we went to the Mexican restaurant, and it was I got a shrimp quesadilla, but in it, it had mushrooms and onions and peppers, but I don't eat onions and peppers like that, so I have them leave them out. But it had mushrooms in it. You want your food to hurt? I lost my little hooky. There it is. They taste like dirt. Ah. Ooh, maybe that's what I'll make for dinner. We like to do a homemade version of the Alice Springs chicken from Outback. It has bacon. Oh, we don't have any more bacon. Dang it. We don't have any mushrooms either. Guess I won't be doing that. We have chicken though. You don't like the texture. Good veggie pizza. Yeah, I don't eat enough vegetables to eat veggie pizza. Okay. Neckband is on. So now I just need to do, I forgot my pockets. That is the second time I've done that. Ugh. I cut them and everything, and I just didn't put them in there. All this talk about food is making me hungry. Actually, no, Shay Shay. The serger is actually really easy to seam rip once you get the trick of it. So are we ripping seam? Probably. I should. Since I cut my pockets, I should. How do you finish a serger seam? Okay, so when I serge this band on, I'll show you how I finish it. You can use a large eye needle, like a embroidery thread type needle, but I have these. I had the package. I've showed it before. I don't know if I still have the package. But it's called a hook eye, and it has a little eye on the end of it, and I can pull them through and finish them. I'll show you how I do it when I get there. They have them on Amazon. Let me see if I've shared the link before. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. Amazon. Okay. Get. I mean, you don't have to use it. That's an affiliate link for my Amazon affiliate. Hopefully here very soon. I will have a storefront. But anyway, you don't have to use one. You can use, like I said, an embroidery needle, like an actual like needle that has a large eye opening. But I had these, and so it's what I use. I love sharing new tools and gizmos. Hey, Roberta! How's the weather in Texas? It's hot. Same as in Alabama. Bet it's not raining there, though. It's raining here today. Like a lot. Oh, Shay Shay was born in Alabama. Look out. I was too, and then I left, and I've lived in Florida and Louisiana and Texas and Virginia. I think that's it. But I'm back in Alabama. Have been for a minute. Okay. You're making this look so easy. Well, I don't know. I don't know. This one's not difficult. But you know, and if I wasn't talking, I probably would have been done already, but I'm also taking my time, and I always do my bands like this. So I find my seam, and I clip my center. Well, usually. That one wouldn't want to line up. And then I put my centers together, and I'll find my quarter mark, which usually on sleeves, I don't usually do that part. But yeah. Okay. So let's see. I think I'll put the white band with the very small bit of red that's going to go away when I serge it on the blue side. And then I'll put the red one on the red side. That's not, what am I doing? Okay. And when I do sleeves like this, I always put the seam in the armpit. Oh, you hate. I haven't found one that I love. I've made a couple, but nothing that I love. I like those shorty ones that I made okay, but they're not seamless. So they show under my leggings. Can't have that. Beth, obsessed with making the panties. The sports bra thing Beth made the other day is super cute. And I'm going to have to get that pattern and make it because it has. You had hands. Well, I hope you are healing up and feeling okay. Quicker knickers from Little Finch. Okay, I'll have to look it up. But anyway, what I was saying, the strappy bra pattern that Beth made, it has a dress option. So I think I'm gonna get that. Gonna need all the Shay Shay. I've had this fabric for forever. 2019 to be exact. But it was originally from Amanda's not So English. Yes, Beth, affiliate links. But they are no longer in business. Amanda's Bundles carries some of the old SSE fabrics, but not all. And I don't think I've seen this one on there. But I also haven't. I've been trying not to look at her site because I have been trying not to purchase fabric. So there's that. Although I did just buy a bundle last night. Or it might have been a ready cut. I don't remember. But I bought it. But it was one that I wanted and it had been sold out and there was one available and it was 30% off. And you can't do built-in bras though. Yeah. I'm struggling with the racer backs. I guess it I don't know, it pulls or something the way, I don't know. It also, I was going to message you because I was going to ask you what the difference in the Sweetheart bodice and the Adeline was. But you're here, so I can just ask you now. Because I looked at them and they look very similar. Really comfy dresses. Yes, Brenda. The blue dress that I made last Sunday in the athletic knit was so comfy. You bought so many new patterns. Has more options. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Time to add my bands on my sleeves. The last time you wore a dress was the grandkids are thrilled with sharks and unicorns. Yay! I had all of that baby shark stuff forever because Emily was obsessed, and I'll share a picture in my group after the live of the baby shark dress that I made her when she was little, and it was when baby shark first became a thing, and so I bought all the baby shark, and then now she's 8 and baby shark isn't her thing. Hopefully she never grows out of Gabby's dollhouse. Hello, Miss Patricia. I think she posted it in So Whatever. Yay. Yes, Brenda, do it. And you have enough of it. Because I think the French Terry was 4 yards. Okay, Molly, are you ready? Hubby's finally home from changing oil. Okay, bye. Have fun. Thanks for being here with us. Okay, so I started right here at my seam and I overlapped a little bit. And then when I cut my thread, I left my tail long. And then I take and go about an inch down from where I stopped, and I run my little hook underneath the threads, and then I take and I put the end of my tail of my where I clipped in the little eye right here on the needle, and then I pull that up under there, until I get back where I started, and then I pull it, and then I'll clip it, and it stays under the threads. And so there it is. You're horrible with doing that. You just and you don't, like I said, you do not have to use this. You can use a needle. It just needs like a large eye hole to be able to put the threads in, because I think Brittany just uses a needle on hers. Yeah, it's easy peasy. Oh, Brenda, you'll have to get him. I still need to make Cat Dad a hoodie that says Cat Dad on it. I did buy him a shirt. It was a t-shirt. I ordered it offline, and it says, I never dreamed I would be a super sexy cat dad, but here I am killing it. And it's like him and the cats, but I could only put 6 of them on there. Oh, and then you tie a little knot in it. I don't ever. You stepped on it. Cleaning's overrated, Shay Shay. Okay, one more seam. And then hemming. All right. Or one more serge. And then hemming. Ria, if I could do the taco emoji right now, I would. I mean, I probably could, but I'd have to stop surging to. Welcome to Sunday. We're all a little wild and crazy here. Oh, I need to do my pockets. So maybe I am not hemming yet. Maybe I'm seam ripping. Wait, Wendy said something? How did I miss that? And what happened to live chat? Okay. Let me go mark my pattern placement for my pockets. And I shall return momentarily. May steal M's candy. Let's see. Where is the mark? I don't even see it. Okay, well, guess I'm not doing that. Huh. Okay. Let's see. I'll look at the pattern then. Oh. A weird looking hug. Oh. Okay, pattern. Let's see if it tells me in the pattern where the pocket placement is. Bands. I feel like it's usually a mark on the pattern, but oh. Ah, it's a measurement. Okay. From the bottom of the arm. Measure down. And I don't have, oh yes I do. I have a tape measure. Where's it at? Okay. Better to get ahead of it. Yeah. I agree, Nikki. Okay. Measure down. Whoop. Where's my little marking pen? No chemo. That's awesome, Wendy. Okay, right there. I should go have my mammogram. Okay. Whoa, that lid just went flying. Oh, also, Nikki and Beth and any other readers. Hey, EJ. So I ordered this for Chloe. It's from Anxiety Bookshelf. I follow them on TikTok. Oh, it metastasized? No. So I got her the miniature pocket bookshelf. And look at the little books. And you can take them out and organize them. But it has little mini books. But you, yeah. And they have a bunch of different ones. She was so excited to get it, but yeah. But I guess like you can take them off, put them back. Yeah, she was so excited about it. Adult section available? Probably. I recognize some titles. Like on the video. They have a TikTok that I follow. And then I finally broke down and bought it. Okay, Shay. I think it was you that was saying about the seam ripping. So let's see. Where's my pocket? Let me get my pen back so I can mark. Anxiety bookshelf. Here, I'll hold it back up. Hopefully it's not backwards, but it's anxietybookshelf.com. Here we go, pockets. Yes. So let me get, I don't want to cut too much of it out, or rip too much of it. So I'm going to mark. There we go. Okay, so I have these little snippy snips from Mormino. And when I'm on my seam, I put the snip right under the edge, same as I did with my little hooky. And I just clip that thread and go all the way. So I'm going to clip from my marks. Now, somebody else may have a different way to do it, but this is how I do it and it works for me. So to me, it's easy. I mean, you could use a seam ripper to do the exact same thing that I'm doing with the snips. I just find the snips faster. So that's where I snipped it. And then on the front side at my mark, I'm going to clip the thread right there. And then you can get a hold of it. And you just pull. And then once you have the back one, you can pull the ones on the front. And now your seam is open. And then you have a bunch of little threads to get rid of. Much easier to me than standard seam ripping. You want me to show you again on the other side? Or did it come through okay? Yeah? Okay. So mark. Yes, you can use one of those white eraser seam rippers to pull all the threads out. Usually I'll just brush it with my hand on knit fabrics. It just wipes away. But those, yeah, I have one of them. One of these. It has the little eraser thingy on it. So if I left it that way, it would come undone. But I'm going to add the pocket. And what I'll do is when I sew the pocket in, I'll start up here a little ways before my mark where I cut it. And I'll finish off my end just like I do on my bands up here and down here. So, Pat, yep. I'll sew a little, I'll start before and then sew past it, and then I'll just finish off my ends like I do on my bands. So let's see, I thought I did mark it. Okay. So snip it open down the edge. I think these little snips, they get under those threads real easy. But yeah, I just snip all the way down. And then at my mark, I'm going to clip the threads on the front and the back. And then, so right here, I just, see, where's my camera? Right there, I cut the thread. And then I use my snips to get a hold of the end and then just pull. And then once you've pulled the back one, you can pull the front. And then you can use this, the little eraser thing, and just rub on the edge of your fabric, and those little threads will come off, but usually I can just brush them away. If I have like a big section, I'll use my lint roller. That works really well. Okay, so let's add our pockets. Okay. Now that I lost my page. Okay. So we're gonna add too much crap. Yeah, Brittany, mine does too. Right sides together. Okay. So I took one of my pocket pieces and put it inside so it's right sides together. Obviously, this would be easier to do if you were not going back and doing it. And then I'm going to take my other pocket piece. And put it right sides together on the opposite side. Okay, and now we can sew. And I'm going to tuck it inside so it's out of my way. also try not to cut. If I seam rip or remove stitches, when I go back and serge again, I try to line it up right on the edge and not cut off anything so my seam allowance stays consistent. Whew. That made me jump. I hit a clip with my foot. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other side. Squishmallow, oh my gosh. Wendy, don't tell me that. I'm trying to be good. We are going on vacation. That came out really growly. Ugh, and I'm a sucker for squishmallows. But y'all know I love me some Aldi. Okay, so now that I have my pocket stitched on, I'm going to pull it back out and gonna clip that right there. We'll line our pocket up, or the edges, I guess. Okay, I may have to hem it later, but we'll see. Okay, so now this is what we're working with. And I'll start right up here, come down, go all the way around my pocket, come down, and I'll stop right in here. Okay. Let's see. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to repeat that for the other side. And I'm going to be very happy that I went back and added my pockets. Thank you, Shay Shay, for telling me to do that. Why do pockets in dresses make us so happy? It's like, it has pockets. This is true, Molly. And we want to be cute. Truth. I'm eventually going to have to visit an Aldi. You don't have one? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm Aldi obsessed. I even got Cat Dad hooked on it. You're a team pocket. You can't stand to have anything in your pockets. Ah. Okay. So now you don't function well without pockets. I function okay, but I do better if I have at least a pocket. Okay. Somewhere, somehow. Has anyone tried a pair of Ming's jeans? I have not made any kind of jeans. I should. If I could master jeans, then my closet would be 100% me made. All right, let's get this done. Okay. Now you have to at least try one pair. Okay. Whew. All right. Let's turn it out, shall we? The only thing that's left to do is hem it, and I'll have to do that later because I got to wrap this up so I can go get M. I'm going to slide you back. Whee! And we're going up just a little bit. There we go. I'll put this back. Let's see how it did. Okay. Probably should go up, tilt it. There we go. So I got a white band over here, red band here. Cute. And pockets. Let's see, let me move my chair. There we go. Pockets. And then here's the back. And I did the tall length, and when it's touching my feet but not the floor. So when I hem it, it'll be perfect. So cute. Thank y'all. Yeah. So here we go. Thanks for hanging out. If you haven't already, I would love if you would like and subscribe. And I don't know what the plan holds for this week yet. I haven't filled out my calendar. So I don't know if I'll be live. But Donut says hi. Hi, Donut. But I will definitely see y'all Sunday if I don't see you before then. Have a great Sunday. Bye.